At this time, brothers and sisters, it is indeed my pleasure to introduce to you a brother who's been around for a long, long, long time.
Heritage is the single most important thing for our generation, because a lot of young people that we deal with are not grounded in any way or form. The world's moving really quickly and things are changing, and it's really important that we find that young people find where they stand in that and respect what's gone before, and that gives them respect for the future.
It gives you a sense of belonging and how things are similar, how things are different, how things have developed, and that sense of understanding a community in a way.
There's a saying that you have to know where you're coming from to where you're going to, and it's a cultural thing as well. The traditions and values that your grandparents will have that you're grown up with, and you can take them as well with your children, the children after.
Heritage gives you a chance to respect what's happened before and respect the generations that have gone before. Look how hard it was to live in these conditions, you know, how easy we've got it now, you know, and where people come from and the hardships they've gone through to get there, and how we can respect that for the future generations that are going to come before us. So that's an important time link for young people, for us.
We're creating a Heritage Lottery funded project based on the 70th anniversary of the school.
We're in Cosford Air Base, it's like in Cosford, and we're like looking at the exhibition so we can apply some of the same rules to the exhibition that we're creating at school.
And we're going to have pods with each decade in with like artefacts, information that we've got from people, and just pictures and everything from the school, just to tell the school, like show how the school was then compared to how it is now for most people.
We're inviting a host of people to come down and talk to us, and they're telling us about their experiences at the school from the 1940s to the 1970s.
Well, we've had historians in and people who've had photos from when they went to school, and we've had different photos like when people were walking to school and how the roads had changed outside of school and how the outside of school has changed.
It was really good interviewing because they liked telling you how it was, so like you only had to ask simple questions and you got so much information, and you found out so much more than you would just like normal talking to someone in the street or like from a book. I mean, you learnt personal experiences and personal opinions on the teachers and everything. It was a lot more personal for how the school used to be compared to just like a uniform like book and how like a book could be. It was a lot more personal.
It was rather cool because I did the informal interviews, the ones where I just sat down with them, had a chat, had a nice biscuit or a sandwich with them, and I got to know them as people. And the thing is, you can tell the fondness in their voice of the times, and without them, this exhibition wouldn't take off and it wouldn't happen.
There's a good generational gap in a way. It's like children and grandparents as a gap. It's a very strong communication link between them, and they enjoy sharing information about the school, and they've enjoyed looking around the school now and how it's changed, and they made comments on how things have changed and things look different. They really enjoy that.
The school is like a main part of our community, so I think it's good that everyone knows about it, because it's like you can reflect on how it used to be, and like we're a lot more grateful for what we have now. I mean, if we're like not doing well in school, we've got more support, whereas in the old days if they used to like be failing the subjects, they were failing the subjects like to the start of it. It's just a lot better to know like how things used to be, so we don't take things for granted.
I'm Rachel Meadows, and I was a volunteer facilitator on the Island Life project. It was about oral histories and really getting younger people to consider the perspective of an older generation or people that come from a different cultural background than what they do.
And for me, what it seemed to be about is, I don't know whether I'm wrong, but Digbeth being a kind of island, that a lot of things filter off. There's a lot of communities around Digbeth as far as I know. And basically bringing all of those communities and people tighter to the reality of the children, because we're living with a different heritage now than we did in the past.
Initially, some older, I think they were boys from another project, did video interviews with different members of the community, particularly those that had come to this country from another country.
First, they gave us our own recorders and said, take them home. And then we recorded someone like, you can trust your friends in it.
Before getting the real stories, they had been asked to actually do an interview with a member of the family, particularly an older member of the family. So they had a sense of the fact we were going to focus on real stories.
We had to be my grandma. Like she said, like the life like way different from here and back in Africa. Like in the olden day, like in the 60s and 70s, like different, like how hard, like then easier than now for us. Like we should get a chance, like to do better stuff in life and don't waste the time with that.
They were able to go on and interview various people about their heritage and why they came over to England. So, you know, that also boosted their confidence and their self-esteem. We're at a stage now where they can really talk openly and freely about their experiences.
We went there, yeah, and all you hear, everyone's looking at us and we got in, everyone's clapping. So it felt kind of like good, you get me, because everyone's listening to our CD and everyone's just clapping. As soon as we got in the doors, so it felt kind of good, yeah, listening to yourself.
The importance for me personally was that actually it was related to the environments in which we live now as well. And the comprehension, it's like I'm Irish and some of them had Irish stories, and for them to comprehend where I come from, even my own daughter to understand that, was really, really important. Because I have influences and I have character traits that she wouldn't necessarily understand because I no longer live in an Irish community, but they're definitely traditions passed down from my fathers and their forefathers, and being part of those interviews, they can understand why I have some of the quirky behaviour that I do.
Well, my name is Luke Havard. We're at Wandy Woods, an organisation called BODS in Hereford.
We're in 80 acres of woodland in the middle of South Herefordshire. No electricity, natural living, getting back to nature. We do various activities to encourage young people to partake in it, and most of the young people we get are disadvantaged young people who've lost out on education.
We have done a lot with young offenders as well, and people maybe who need a bit of sort of encouragement in life and need to get back to nature, really.
We do quite a lot of things actually. We do a bit of bush trial stuff, like we've got a adventure course around here, got a blacksmithing, got the coppersing. Like you can learn to cook and everything, can have a laugh, and you can all sit down by the fire having our food, having a socialising time, and it's quite fun and everything, you enjoy it.
It makes it tangible to people, that's what it does. You know, these are important skills that we don't know. So we look at water, where's your water come from, how do you filter water, how do you make water pure? You know, and then relate that back to the water factory in town, and so that's on a larger scale, but like a plastic bottle, which we use with a bit of ash off the fire, a bit of sand, a bit of soil and some moss, filters just as good.
Well, I learned how to start a fire and stuff like that, and learned how to do blacksmithing that I wouldn't normally have done. And it's just really good, really. It's like, I love coming here, it's like get away.
Had I not been introduced to this forest and not had the time to just sort of gather my thoughts together and just get some time out to relax and just breathe in the fresh air, I don't know where I'd be. You know, I'd probably be where some of my friends are now, sat in prison. So I think it's yeah, it's completely life-changing for me, and I know there's other testimonies of other young people who've come through the project and feel the same way. So
yeah, I think it's really important for people that don't really have much, like they ain't got jobs or good college. They need to get away, and it's real nice. Like 'cause you come out here and you got fresh air to breathe, and it's like relaxing, and you just chill out and you learn new things and everything. Helps you like get a job whenever, like, because you got new skills. So it's really important, I reckon.